Sweeping floors, stocking shelves. Morning begins quietly in the general store, the kind of quiet that is less about silence and more about the gentle layering of small sounds. A broom's bristles whispering across well-worn floorboards, the soft thud of a tin being set into place, the faint creak of a ladder rung. The broom moves steadily from the far corner, coaxing a small, neat gathering of dust and stray bits of paper toward the doorway. Outside, the morning air is bright, and through the glass of the shop's front windows, the street is just beginning to stir. A wagon rattling past, a stray dog trotting along in search of scraps. Each pass of the broom releases a faint scent of pine from the boards, mingling with the heavier aroma of coffee beans stored in the barrels near the counter. The shop smells of other things too, the faint tang of iron nails in their wooden bins, the sharp, clean scent of soap wrapped in blue paper, and the comforting sweetness of molasses from a jar that's been freshly sealed. Against the shelves, stacked tins bear painted labels in deep greens and golds, and lengths of cloth are folded into orderly piles, the colors muted yet rich: indigo, burgundy, and wheat gold. Some of the bolts show the slight fraying of their edges, not from neglect, but from being measured and cut many times over the weeks. The grocer pauses now and then to straighten what's already been set in place. A tin of tea, its surface dulled by countless hands, is turned so the label faces forward. A sack of flour is shifted slightly so it rests more squarely on the wooden crate below. These are not hasty gestures but the measured movements of a man for whom the arrangement of goods is as much a part of the store's rhythm as the turning of the key in the lock each morning. At the far wall, the ladder is leaned carefully against the shelving, its rungs worn smooth. The grocer climbs halfway up, his boots finding the same notches they have found every day for years, and he lifts down a crate of soap from the upper shelf. The crate is set on the counter with a muted thump, the nails in its sides catching a glint of light. One by one, the paper-wrapped bars are placed into their places on the lower shelf, the scent of lye and lavender deepening with each one. The store is not large, but it holds everything a household might need: barrels of flour and sugar, tins of biscuits, jars of pickled beets, nails, lamp oil, ribbon, needles, and penny candy. The front counter itself tells a small story in its clutter. A scale, a stack of brown paper squares, a spool of twine, and a ledger whose pages carry the weight of years in their ink. Now and then the sound of a footstep passes outside, accompanied by a voice calling out a greeting to someone farther down the street. The grocer glances up each time but does not hurry. The first customer will come soon enough. For now, the work is slow and methodical, the kind that requires no hurry and offers no reward beyond the simple satisfaction of seeing the shop neat and ready. In the candy jars, the boiled sweets catch the morning light. Reds, ambers, and pale greens gleam behind glass. Each jar has been wiped clean of fingerprints, and the lids have been tightened so no scent escapes before it is meant to. On the far shelf, the taller jars hold dry goods: beans, rice, and lentils, their muted colors as much a part of the store's palette as the wood and the brass. The broom finds its resting place by the door, the dustpan emptied into a small bin behind the counter. The floor, though never truly spotless, looks cleaner now, the scuffs from boots softened by the sweep. The grocer wipes his hands on a folded rag tucked into his apron pocket and takes a moment to lean against the counter, letting his gaze sweep over the space. Every shelf aligned, every jar in place, the morning light painting soft rectangles across the floor. From the back room, there is the faint sound of the kettle beginning to murmur on the stove. Soon, its whistle will rise, and the day's work will shift into its next rhythm: the weighing, the wrapping, the measuring. But for now, the store simply rests in readiness, holding within its walls the quiet promise of the day to come.